Mitraya Namaha. Welcome to Vespitanity channel Energy Circles. I wish Guru's grace shower upon us without any hindrance, and happy Guru Purnima to one and all. Today the topic is, what does actually Guru want from a Sishya? What does a Guru need from us? Okay, so this is the topic for today. Before getting into the topic, we should know what is a Guru. Guru is the person or a Shakti or a form which dispels the darkness from us. Anything that removes ignorance and gives us knowledge, makes us enlightened beings, is considered as Guru. And who removes the ignorance is considered Guru. It can be male, female, stone, anything can be your Guru. Your boss can be your Guru, right? So when we talk like this, there are certain classification for this actually. There is a Suchaka Guru, Vachaka Guru, Bodhaka Guru, Nishida Guru, Vihita Guru, Karana Guru, and Parama Guru. The one who just teaches the subject, that is, he reads, he comes and teaches, okay, can be Suchaka Guru. They just guide us. They are not actual, the person who will show us the God or spirituality, but they just guide us. They are like books. Suchaka Guru. Next is Vachaka Guru. That kind of a teacher who will teach us for our livelihood, right? It can be a school teachers and all. So they are Vachaka Gurus. Next is Bodhaka Guru. That Guru who initiates mantras into us as Bodhaka Guru. Next is Nishida Guru. This kind of Guru teaches us to be more arrogant, teaches us techniques to destroy others. Sometimes it is used in case of war and all, but generally it is Nishida, or it is not generally practiced. It is not advised to follow such gurus. Okay, it will take you to towards the Tamasika Margam, but they are also there Nishida gurus who teaches us occult sciences and all. This kind of Guru. Next is Vihita Guru. Vihita Guru is the one who rips off the interest on worldly things. He removes all our interest towards worldly things and turns us towards spirituality. Next is Karana Guru. Karana Guru is the one who teaches us the Brahma Jnanam or the Paramaika Jnanam. Next is the Parama Guru. Parama Guru, he is the one who teaches us, not only teaches us, but shows us the actually Jivatma and Paramatma are same. That Guru who will not confuse you and show you that this is Jivatma, this is Paramatma, it is all one and together. You are the Brahman, you are the you are the God. This is shown by Paramaguru, right? So when does Guru appear? Guru just appear when the Sishya is ready. It is told Guru will come exactly when the Sishya is ready. Jagat Guru Sri Krishna appeared in front of Arjuna as a Guru and taught Bhagavad Gita only when Arjuna was ready for it, right? When he was totally into Vairagyam, at that exact moment, the Jagat Guru Sri Krishna appeared in front of Arjuna. Till then, he was just a relative. He was just a good friend to Arjuna. But when the Sishya was ready, the Guru appears. This is the quotation, right? So you should remember this. Whenever you are ready, you will automatically find good Gurus. So what does a Guru want from a Sishya? Guru wants dedication. This is the number one point which all of you have to develop. If you really want to, get that grace from your Guru, you need to develop dedication. You need to be dedicated to that Guru Parampara. Next is enormous trust on your Guru. If you don't have trust on your Guru, you can never learn anything. Even though you learn, you get the data, but you will never be able to implement it if you don't trust your Guru. If you don't have that enormous amount of trust on your Guru, you will never be able to, grasp it. Even though you grasp it, you will not be able to implement it. This is one thing. Next is common sense. Yes, all the Sishyas, all the students, Gurus expect them to have common sense. Not that every word or everything they see, everything that is told by Guru can be, straight. It is sometimes turned, the lock is, sometimes it is tightened up so that Guru leaves us some rope for us to react and for us to act on it. So Guru wants, or Guru expects Sishyas to have common sense, right? This is very, very important ingredient. If you don't have common sense, no Guru can actually help you. That becomes just a mudha process, that just becomes a stubborn process. But Guru cannot help you if you don't have common sense. This is also very, very important. Next is the progress. Guru wants to see progress in the Sishyas or the students, right? If you don't, suppose Guru says, read this book and come back to me. And if you don't read that book, no Guru can help you. So Gurus expect that progress. That is, if you talk about your regular materialistic life, suppose a teacher taught you some chapter or subject, you have to go back and study that chapter. Otherwise, you will not find the actual value of the Guru if you don't go and practice and show some progress. This is also very important. So Gurus expect Sishyas progress. If you don't show progress, Gurus just get disconnected. Next is patience. You need to have lot of patience when you are trusting, or when you are in the process of Guru Parampara, or when you are trying to seek something from Guru. It is very, very important that you should have lot of patience. Gurus can just treat you bad. They can just torture you. They can just remove that ego from you. They can be really harsh, rude. But that's a way of Guru. If you want to really see the spiritual heights, then you need to be under some tough Guru who will teach you, at the same time remove all your dirt. It is a job of Guru to be harsh, rude, or they can be sometimes very, very sweet, but their actions or their the way they give their sadhana will be very, very tough. But that's the process of, that's the way, that's the that's the method of each Guru. So Guru can be rude, Guru can be sweet, Guru can be harsh, Guru can be different, weird. You may not understand what's the Guru's purpose of giving that exercise to you, but all you have to do is trust and move ahead. That's very, very important if you are in a spiritual journey and if you are following a Guru. So the next immediate question people get is, so if Guru is not there, can't I get enlightenment, or can't I be spiritually progress? The answer is no. If there is no Guru also, you can spiritually progress, but the path will be very, very difficult. If there is a Guru, at right moment of time, right times, it is like your GPS, which will direct you towards your goal or your destiny quicker, faster, better, without any confusion. If there is no Guru, there are a lot of confusions that creep in, lot of distractions, lot of worries, lot of so many things come up in between hurdles, and you will not be able to do your journey properly. So you should use Guru as GPS and follow him or her or that Shakti thoroughly. Right, so in Arka Vidya and Shamantaka Vidya, in Theosophia Shamantaka mission, we believe in Guru Parampara, we believe in the lineage of Guru Parampara, and Sanchara Mahayogi Sri Aditya Punanda Swamiji is always present, is omnipresent. Anytime you need a suggestion or help, or you want anything, you just have to look into his eyes and just have to pray and ask for the reply. They will give you a reply, but all you have to do is you need to have that utmost trust and patience to get that reply. This is one thing. Next is, if you want to Guru, or if you really want to see Guru, all you have to do is start changing yourself. The moment you start changing yourself, you will automatically see Gurus coming to your rescue. So it is not that Guru will come in front of you with those saffron clothes. Guru can come in any form and just give you that method to high enlightenment. So the question is very, very simple. So what if I don't have a Guru now? Please start somewhere and start your journey into spirituality. So the next question, one of the comments I got is, what if I have to change a Guru from one Guru to other Guru? It is very difficult question actually, but it is not changing. Sometimes you want this Guru, sometimes the subject taught to you can be easily grasped from another guru. So it is not about changing gurus. Guru is not a person or a structure or that face. Guru is a Guru Tattvam. It is Ananta Shakti. It is there everywhere. All you have to do is tap into that Guru Parampara, and once you enter into the Guru Parampara, anything, everything, everyone can become your Guru. If to begin with, if you are new to this, try to focus on Sanchara Yogi Aditya Purnananda Swamiji. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, Mitraya Namaha.